Yesterday I experienced something that I haven't been experiencing for a long time, but maybe I needed that just to make this video, because I see your comments and some of you write down things like I hate myself, I hate my life, life is suffering. Mostly I can't relate to this right now because I got over this, but I've been in this trap for many years, and yesterday for a short period of time, maybe for a couple hours, I was just hating myself. I wanted to just disappear. Like I'm not worth even living, you know? It's such a frustrated state to be in, and in such a state it's impossible for anyone to love you. Somehow your ego goes into this mode of hating yourself and pitying yourself and just like wanting to be disappear, but deep down it just wants to be loved and accepted. But the thing is, like, when you're in such a state, it's impossible to love you. It's impossible to accept as who you are when you are not accepting yourself as who you are. There is no other way but just keep reaching for the light in this state, knowing that the light is somewhere there, even you don't feel this right now, just knowing that the light is somewhere there, knowing that just God still loves you, even in this state. But oh my God, it's so easy to fall into this. It's so easy. The further you falling into this, the harder it's to getting out from this. And some people just live in this mode constantly without even the light being there. And I understand this because I've been there. I've been there constantly thinking that something is wrong with me. I'm not meant to live. I'm not meant to be. And it's impossible to love me because I'm impossible. By the way, it happened specifically when I was just blaming everyone else around me. Once I noticed that I hurt other people, and oh my God, I'm in such a horrible state, and I'm just like projecting it to everyone. At this very moment, I start hating myself. I don't want to be like this. It's not me. But if I'm like this, what is the point of like me even being here and living if I'm just hurting other people? It's such a cycle of self-destructions, and it's not always easy to catch yourself on the right spot where you have choice to turn other direction. Something little annoys you and you're just not in the right mood, and it starts escalating, and after you just argue with your boss, with your lover, and the day gets worse and worse, and by the end of the day you're finding yourself just blaming the day and everybody else around you. I think it's good if you are present enough to notice it's not you who's blaming everybody else around, and it's not you who's distracting everything around. It's just some kind of certain energy within you, but just the knowledge of it that it will pass, and just to try to maintain it as ecological for yourself and for others as possible, just to be able to release it somewhere else, but not to other people, not to yourself, but just knowing, okay, there is something negative and unpleasant is happening within me right now, but I know it will pass. I know it's not me. It's not part of who I am. It just came from somewhere. I don't know, maybe from the past, from the other people. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to have hours with therapists to understand why am I such an asshole, why nothing is working out for me, why I'm again in a bad mood or something. Just accepting it and just like, okay, I am like this today, and embracing it and knowing it's not you. You just feel a certain way, but the best part of feelings, they always pass. I mean, one of the worst part and one of the best part, as everything in life is not eternal, especially feelings. They come to you, and if you're not grabbing for those, if you're not trying to investigate with these negative patterns, which is not always easy, by the way. Yesterday I couldn't catch myself that, okay, I'm not in the right state of mind right now, I gotta be careful. Instead, I just grabbed for those and started expressing this destructive energy all around me. And after, I felt horrible and I was hating myself for doing so. And I started falling into this self-pitying hole when I'm just not worth of living, when, oh my God, something is really wrong with me. Why am I like this? I start feeling disgust of myself. Of course, you wish in those moments someone just come and hug you and say, I love you as you are. But I think it's a very rare moment when such thing can happen. And it's also very hard, actually, to come and hug us and say such thing to us when we are in such a state of mind, when we hating ourselves. You gotta be that person for yourself who is actually through these darkest moments, through this hate, through this anger, frustration, just telling yourself, I love you, I see you, I love you, I'm embracing it, and just embracing and let go of all these negative feelings and patterns. And if they want to stay for a while inside of you and maybe something else needs to be done within you, you don't have to analyze it, you just sit with it and it's like okay, and just breathe and accept it as it is. We don't always understand and know where these things are coming from. I gave up with myself, honestly. Many years ago, I was feeling like this almost every day, and there's like so much dark energy and negativity was within me, and I could feel it, and I didn't know what to do with this, and I was just laying in my room and crying just to release these things. I still don't know where these things were coming from. I still don't know what is this thing that happened yesterday with me. Why am I acting like this? Why do I feel this way? But I don't have to question it anymore. Just the knowledge of this, that it will pass eventually, gives me such a peace inside of me. It's like, oh, it's not going to be here forever, it will pass. Quicker I accept it and I start embracing it, the quicker it will pass. I feel so sorry for the people who say these things, who experiencing these things as hate towards yourself. It's so hard to see the light in this state, but you must, because no one else will do this for you. I know you want just someone to come to you and say to you, I see you, I love you. And maybe you can watch some of my videos, I will put the link. When you feel a certain way, I made actually video when you feel broken. And this video I recorded for past version of myself and maybe for yesterday version of myself. And I believe it can be therapeutic, but most of the times, in fact all of the time, there is no one else around us to come and say these things to us, to come and love us. Because in these moments, oh my God, we need love in these moments so much. And you are the one who must give this love to yourself. No one's coming, no one's gonna save you, no one's gonna tell you, you're right, you're fine. I mean, if it is, it's beautiful, but you shouldn't put such a responsibility for other people to love you, for other people to soothe you, to make you feel better. You are the one who have to do it for yourself. And that's actually a beautiful part of it. Because no matter where you are, you always have yourself. You might not have this person next to you, might not have my videos, but you always have yourself. Next time, if you ever will fall into this pattern of hating yourself, try to separate yourself from this part of anger and hate, of negative energy. This version of you, maybe God, or just version of you who feels at peace and at ease, who is loving, and just looking at this kind of negative self-hatred energy and just saying, I love you, I love you. I love you, I see you, I love you, it's okay, it's fine. No matter how horrible you acted, no matter what you did, no matter how bad you feel, I love you. I don't care about anything what you've done or what you haven't done. I still love you, and I'm here for you. And maybe you can give yourself a hug, and maybe at the same time feeling like God and the entire life, entire universe is also loving you and pouring this rays of love and light on you, and just showering away all this negativity, self-hatred, and it's just passing, to the soil. I don't see much point of digging deep, like, oh, where is this self-hatred coming from? It's because my parents didn't love me, or it's from my past life, or it's more from my past relationship. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's here now, so embrace it. You have no other choice but embracing it. I wish you all the presence, all the love, all the light to be able to see this, to be aware in this very moment, so you can give yourself this big hug, so you can give yourself this love, this light that's necessarily for you in this very moment. And maybe you can just watch more of my videos, because this is what I'm constantly trying to do here. Just soothe your soul, soothe your heart, make you feel loved and worthy, because I wish someone would do this for me early on. That's why I'm sitting here and doing this for you now, because I know how many people actually need it, how many people just crave love and acceptance of who they are. And I can give it to you in my videos as much as I can, but it's never going to be enough, because you are only the one who can fulfill this hole inside of yourself. No other people, no movies, no drugs, no videos, nothing will fulfill this hole but you. Just like putting as much love, as much light into this hole as possible. And one day you just notice there is no hole anymore. It's just pure love, nothing else. I wish you all the love, all the power, all the light within you. Namaste, beautiful souls. I love you so much.